for him. That defense strategy and Couch's light sentence caused outrage. Last year, Couch and his mother fled to Mexico after video of him allegedly violating his probation surfaced. They were apprehended, sent back to Texas, and now jail time. Joining us, Heidi Hamilton from Dish Nation, as well as the Heidi and Frank Show, and Dr. Judy Ho. She is a licensed clinical and forensic psychologist. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Nice to see you guys.
The affluenza teen finally sees some jail time.
This story has driven me crazy from the beginning. Number one, I don't understand. Okay, so you kill 4 people and you get probation? I don't get that.
Then he goes to Mexico with his mom helping him.
Right.
And then he comes back and only gets 2 years of jail time for killing 4 people.
That was the max, though. That was the max on this probation violation.
Right.
And the probation violation, so he gets probation for killing 4 people.
10 years probation.
No, that's what I said. It's like if I was driving in snowy and icy conditions, right, and my car slid and I hit people and I killed them, that's an accident. Right. This guy, when he was caught, he was 16 years old. He was 3 times the legal limit. Not just drunk, 3 times the legal limit. You know, like you in Mexico, Lauren. You know, but you weren't driving.
No,
you weren't driving.
Barely made it on a bike. Can I ask this to the doctor? Because this idea that he was brought up so spoiled and so rich that he doesn't know the difference between right or wrong. Is that
real? You guys, it's absolute baloney. The psychologist was paid probably a large amount of money to say this to try to get the family and this guy off. But this is the problem, because even if he goes to jail, I don't care if he goes for 10 years, he clearly needs professional intervention. He probably has some kind of alcohol use problem, other types of conduct problems. He has no empathy.
So affluenza is a made-up thing.
It's completely made up. There's nothing like that in our diagnostic manual, and I really hate that the psychologist has put this misinformation out there, because now people are saying that all the time. I hear that on the street. They'll say, well, that guy just has affluenza. I'm like, and that's an excuse for horrible behavior?
I had a lot of money growing up. I don't know what I right from wrong.
Crazy part of the story that continues on is then he is caught on video drinking.
He's at a party. Right.
And the mother takes him and they flee and hide out in Mexico.
My mom would have done? My mom would have been, you got lucky to get probation and now you're going to go to a party and do...
Right.
My mom would have been like, oh, let's just get you out of the country, honey. My mom would have...
You have good parenting. That's just an example of bad parenting.
So this would be bad parenting to take your child on a freewheeling road trip to Mexico?
Well, it explains why this person has the problem that he has.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just a bad mom. It's nothing to do with affluenza.
Right.
No, which, almost sounds like it's a seasonal disorder.
I know.
Like
is there a cure?
Oh, God, I'm so sorry I have affluenza.
There's no cure.
Right.
There's no cure because it doesn't exist.
The other story we're talking about.
Weighing in this.
Yeah.
Some bad behavior. Got 3 men kicked off a JetBlue flight at Long Beach Airport. One of the guys caught on video bragging about being a genius, a millionaire, and owning 6 houses.
Oh. Eat die. I wasn't talking to you.
Thanks. Because
I'm 28. I make $4 million a year. What do you do? I do not sign any disclaimer for this to be released, so I will be filing a lawsuit.
Go ahead, Jay-Z. Bye, Felicia.
2020 vision with the 176 IQ.
I have 176 IQ.
Oh, this is my favorite part. It's not in there, but my favorite part is the you shouldn't be bragging brag. And he's so drunk that he's like, and I got 2020 vision. Like,
what is that?
Who brags about glasses?
If you got it. Okay, guys, this video, that's gone viral. It was Friday when this happened. The guy who identified himself as a millionaire, he's now blaming the outburst on post-traumatic stress disorder.
Oh, my God, it's always something.
Okay.
Doctor,
I'm so sorry. Like, you cannot just use excuses and pretend you have a disorder
this is what's
so
wrong
that you
with
can
this
explain
country.
and you know what? There are some people who really
Have
suffer
disorders.
from post-traumatic stress.
Right.
They're
that's
so
true.
upset right now because like, give me a break. This is not how we act. This is not an excuse for this behavior.
And by the way, I want to say, if you're such a player, such a baller, you're riding. You have an hour flight. You don't have a private jet, money bags.
You're on JetBlue.
Big player. You're on JetBlue. Find enough airline. Don't get me wrong. But in coach, he was walked from the back all the way to the front.
And he's with 2 friends who apparently didn't stop him because they were all escorted off the plane.
Right, because they were all probably boozing together. But it's like you can't be bragging about what a big player you are.
Isn't that the affluenza excuse again? Because he makes $4 million. He claims to have 176 IQ, perfect blood pressure, whatever else he said.
No, exactly. I feel like we're doing a segment on rich people doing bad things.
Right, rich people acting badly.
Yeah, but I think really what the issue here is when you are that braggadocious, not a real word, but
I like
you
it.
are, yeah, but that's why you're so you're defensive because you're actually very insecure. Otherwise, why do you have to say those things? Like
Or
you said,
you're
who cares about
or you're
2020?
very drunk.
Like,
That's right.
I
It's
will
like-
say this
Yeah.
in defense, as an air traveler, and we've all been on planes, they have made it so, you know, you're just humiliated and degrading to go through the whole process of getting on a plane.
I
and you're
don't
delayed and
see-
you're I mean, people are so ready to
snap.
blow. And
I know,
snap
but you
at
know
any
on a
little
plane you
thing.
can't. Like, I wouldn't
Right.
even say hello to my friend Jack if I was on a. I'd be like, "Hi, Jack." No, not hi, Jack. I mean, like, I'm so scared of doing something wrong.
Gotcha.
I would just be like, "Oh, don't do anything. Don't." I mean, I'm frightened of being kicked off a flight, so I don't do
You gotta
anything.
be careful.
Yes, of course.
well, just take the next flight. I mean, seriously, if you're that drunk, it's not very pleasant to fly anyway. Why don't you just wait an hour, get on the
yeah, but
next
he'll
flight?
wait an hour and he'll go to the bar while he's waiting for his
That's
next
right.
flight. And
What's
it's
he gonna
even
do
worse.
while he's waiting?
Yeah.
Do we know they
I've
were
seen
drunk?
this before.
Oh, they say they were drunk.
Oh.
Okay, how about this, guys? TMZ reporting that Lindsay Lohan is getting engaged. Is
Posting this
engaged.
picture on Instagram on stage during the Duran Duran concert. I don't know why this means she's engaged, but
Hey, well, keep going, keep going.
that's all she wrote.
You know, this is so weird to me because just because she has a ring on her finger
Oh,
doesn't
is that
mean
why we're-
Yeah.
doesn't mean anything. And by the way, they always do this in Hollywood too. It's like, oh, when somebody who is married doesn't have a ring on, they're like, trouble in paradise. She may have put lotion on and forgot to put her ring back on. We all do that. It's like, oh, or it's getting cleaned, or you're swollen and you can't get it on that day. It's
But
like
she's
salt.
She's with a young, wealthy guy from Russia.
Russian
Family
heir.
was there. A Russian heir. I
Yeah,
see.
Russian heir, and they've known each other for like 7 months, and I'm sure those two kids are going to make it. I'm definite that it's going to be, you know, Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward over there.
Well, she's 29, he's 22.
Yeah.
So it's a May,
Perfect.
December.
Just-
It's acceptable. It's an
I mean,
acceptable
yeah,
range of.
You got the
is.
Dr. Judy Ho vote of approval.
There you go.
Whoa,
What else
wait a
do you
minute.
need?
And nothing else. You can watch Destination weeknight 6:30 and 11:30 right here on Fox 11. Catch the Heidi and Frank Show, 95.5 KLOS live every weekday morning from 6 to 10 a.m. And Dr. Judy Ho is all over social media. Go look her up. She's got some.
Aren't we
great
all?
shots. We are. We're all
being all
everywhere.
braggadocious and stuff.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be using that word like
from now on.
Yeah.
From now on. I love it.
Nice to see you.
Thanks,
Thanks for
guys.
coming
Thank
in.
you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, you've heard of bidding wars for houses, but how